KahleKingz TV here with another preview for Battlefield 5. Man, I'm really excited to get over this preview. This game overall is amazing, but it does not come without its quirks, gimmicks, glitches, etc. So, to get started, the beta was open for about a few days over the weekend. I was able to play it, got about 12, 14 hours in, so I can give you a good glimpse of what to play. I'm a veteran Battlefield player, been playing since Battlefield 2 Modern Combat back on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. So I can tell you a little bit about Battlefield. So first things first, we were given three game modes, two maps, one called Narvik, which was a winter luxurious map, and another one called Rotterdam. Rotterdam is was probably, my personal opinion, one of my favorite maps. Like what I was saying though, this game overall is pretty solid. The graphics are top notch. Maps are amazing. I'm really excited to see more. They're very dynamic. In my opinion, this game is still, it's still an ultimate sandbox shooter, but there's a few things holding it back from becoming an ultimate sandbox shooter like its predecessors like Battlefield 4 and Bad Company. Some other pros about this game, I mean, there's mass customization. A lot of customization. You can actually customize your guns, your sights. I mean, this game necessarily is not realistic per se, obviously, but they did throw sights and different scopes and different ways for you to customize your guns and put on attachments. So I mean that's cool. I mean, this Battlefield's a casual shooter. It's not a competitive shooter. Battlefield's a type of game where it's laid back. Lay back. You see Stone Mountain 64. It's like a laid back casual shooter. Again, I'm gonna reinstate. Maps are amazing, dynamic, graphics are top notch. There's dynamic weather within it, so during the game it can be sunny, it can be rainy. It changes actually pretty rapidly. It actually makes the game that much. It feels that much more fun and intriguing to play. The new toolbox system that they integrated. So the new toolbox system allows you to be able to basically put up structures. If you have a downed building, there's certain placeholders where you can go up to it and basically build like little sandbox pillars to fortify your building rather than being all destroyed and fucked up. It gives you a chance to be able to hold down a position, which is really I feel like that can be a nice game changer. The UI feels pretty solid. It feels very clean. Doesn't feel that cluttered. Watching the alpha earlier this year, the UI in comparison to now is a lot better. In ways it does feel like that Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, but it doesn't have that soul. This game is missing a few elements from making this game perfection. One of those elements is being vehicles. Battlefield is known for having massive amounts of vehicles, vehicle combat, explosives. And when I play a World War II game, I expect to see tanks and cargo trucks. And there's some vehicles, don't get me wrong, but I know it didn't have that explosive feel, that explosive oomph that Battlefield 3, 4, Modern Combat, Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2 had. It was nothing in comparison. It was very infantry based. Very infantry based. Very minimal combat, and there's very minimal ways to fight off the tanks. I was expecting to see bazookas and Panzerfaust launchers going off, but in ways that wasn't the case. However, there was some score streaks, and there were some really cool kill streaks, like the V1 rocket. It sounds like a helicopter coming in. It's actually it's awesome. So we're gonna get into some cons here, the not so great things. So this is just personal opinion, and I understand that some of this stuff has changed and that they're going to change, and this is just coming strictly from the beta. So first one, ammo count. Ammo count, in my personal opinion, it seems very low. It's more in particular for the Assault and the LMG class. The Assault class, you're given 2 magazines, including what's in the gun. So they're right there, 60 rounds. Right there in the bottom right corner. You got 62 rounds. For an Assault class, if I am hauling ass, Like, I need more than just 2 mags, and and sure, the dead bodies do drop ammo, but it's not sufficient enough. It's nowhere near sufficient enough. If they up like the magazine count for the assault class, like up like 1 or 2 extra mags, I feel like that would make a huge difference. Sniper classes, I mean, being short on sniper rounds and the sniper class, I mean, I feel like in ways it's balanced. I mean, me personally, I don't need I feel like it's a little unbalanced if you had a sniper with like 300 rounds sitting in the back sniping the whole game. That feels very unbalanced. The LMG class ammo count still felt really short, even though he can give himself his own ammo, but still he's a support class for a reason. Um, they claim they have bullet penetration. My understanding in this game, I didn't see really any kinds of bullet penetration or like any ways to be able to signify it. I was trying to try out with a buddy how if bullet penetration exists. It was very very hard to tell. Um, Another quirk is that the long distances, if you're aiming at people at long distance, there's a lot of rubber banding that exists. So you'll have players that could be, it almost looks like lagging, skipping in the back. It's only long distances. I've never seen something like this where it's long distance rubber banding. So I'm sure this is something typically that's going to get fixed. This isn't really a big deal. There are a few little bugs and glitches. Like there's a game where we genuinely lost the game. But at the end of the main menu, where it goes into the cinemax screen, it says, "Congratulations, you won." The whole chat just lit up. Um, there's some questionable doors opening, like there's some doors where you would think that it would open, it does not open. Essentially it's going to be a lot of map knowledge you're going to have to do and play around with. Um, if you play the beta and you know about the armory. And you have the My Company. Basically, one side shows you like all the quirks where you can buy attachments, buy little special pieces for your gun, and the other side's basically like where you just customize your gun. One side's for looking, the other side's for customization. In my opinion, Armory's pointless. They should just keep it in one entity and have that all intertwined together. It's pointless to have two. But I mean, as much as it sounds like I'm just bashing on the game, I had a blast playing this game. As you can see, these clips here that I'm showing you guys, I'm going off. I absolutely loved playing this game. There's a few, again, it does have a few quirks, but I've played with my buddy for probably like, I don't know, 6-7 hours, and by myself maybe for another like about half that time as well. And I absolutely loved it. Me personally, I loved sniping and the assault class. I loved sniping in Battlefield. And that has not gone away. The sniping in this Battlefield has not gone away, and I absolutely loved it. I missed it. The guns itself do feel very balanced. I didn't run into a gun that was like too OP, especially on the sniper class. Like usually for a gun game, for guns to be balanced online, it is fair to always have the best guns in the game to be the first guns that you get. For example, like COD 4. If you ever played Call of Duty 4, the first guns you get is like an M16, MP5. Those guns were the best guns in the game as well. I know because I used to play professional. So for this game, for example, the sniper class, the best sniper in class is what you get. That Lee Enfield is definitely the best sniper in this game thus far, unless they come out with a different one. The Kar 98, I was really expecting for it to actually, it does more damage. The bolt, recocking for another round does take a little bit longer. It just wasn't as proficient as the Lee Enfield. The Lee Enfield is just dominant, especially if you upgrade the Lee Enfield. On the left side of the tree, you basically allowing you to aim faster, being able to let you move faster while aiming. If you upgrade the Lee Enfield full max, it feels like the intervention sniper rifle from MW2. I kid you not. Besides the fact that it does have to be a headshot for it to be a one-shot, one-kill. So like I was saying, this game isn't perfect. This game has the potential, though, to pick itself back off the feet and being able to be a big standing shooter of 2018. It does have a lot of competition, like Call of Duty, Black Ops being a huge one, Red Dead Redemption, Bunch of other titles. There's a bunch of beautiful titles coming this year. This is definitely one of them. Eventually, I might not get it on release, but I'll probably eventually get it maybe during winter break or something at the end of the year. Um, but until they fix some of these things, I'm gonna be watching. Hopefully that they will be able to fix some of these glitches, bugs, imbalances, etc. Like, for example, like there's still some more things that are, that are wrong. For example, like the server info screen doesn't tell me anything about the server. Another thing, uh, what we got here? Animations for the animations. Some of the animations are totally unnecessary, such as like ammo pickup. Like what? Remember I was telling you about the ammo cost on a Tulo. The when you pick over walk over a dead body. When you walk over a dead body, you pick up ammo, and your guy does an animation. He literally picks up a little pouch of ammo with his right arm, and it takes about 2-3 seconds. It's quick, but let's say you have you're heat of battle. You have a bunch of buddies around all next to you, and people are just getting slaughtered. And you're about to come around the corner and see 3 dudes, and you're about to light them up. But then you walk over your friend's dead body, and you pick up the armor pouch, and the other buddies and the guys in the other team just light you up because you had the 2-3 seconds of you trying to fucking pick up the ammo and put it away. That's totally unnecessary. So I feel like people are gonna get a bad vibe off of that. There's a few other animations I feel like are unnecessary. They really were trying to push animations in this game, as you could tell. Even if you like jumped off like a high story building or bridge, you can roll to prevent excess damage from happening to you. But some of these animations are really cool, like getting into a tank. You actually have to climb up into the tank to get in and get out. Me personally, I think that's really cool. Instead of just doing the instant spawn into the vehicle. So that wraps it up basically. I just really wanted to cover just a little bit of a preview. I'll definitely be doing a review, a very thorough, professional looking review. I just wanted to touch over this a little bit. Currently, I'm playing Blackout right now, and I'm trying to make a preview video right now. I've been meaning to post this earlier about a week ago. But to sum up, guys, this game is definitely, if you're a Battlefield fan, I think, in my opinion, it's going to be worth it unless you're looking for that soul that I was telling you about earlier, like Battlefield 3, 4, Bad Company, etc. I think this game itself, since it's Battlefield 5, has a lot of potential. Imagine a DLC that DICE releases for Battlefield 5, such as the Pacific Theater. It would be great if they created something like that instead of creating a whole new game, God forbid. But I feel like it has a lot of long-term potential for a World War II shooter. So that is all, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Really hope you guys enjoyed the preview. I am going to be putting up a lot more content coming up soon. If you guys like that video, please throw a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, please throw a thumbs down. If you really want to stick around, please don't be afraid to hit that bell and subscribe. Until next time, guys, this is KahleKingz TV, and I'm signing out. Peace.